In today's video, we're going to check out the brand new TP-Link BE9700 Wi-Fi 7 router. This is a tri-band router that gives us the ability of not only getting range, performance, but also option to be able to basically manage our network, but also have some parental control functionalities built in, as well as a few services if you'd like to be able to get a little bit more functional options within this system. So without further ado, this is the BE9700, a tri-band Wi-Fi 7 router. Let's check it out and see what makes it so special. Like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell icon so that you're always notified whenever we have new videos for you on the channel. So in front of us is the packaging itself. This is the BE9700. Again, this is a tri-band Wi-Fi 7 router. You do need a Wi-Fi 7 compatible device to be able to harness the full potential. If you don't have a Wi-Fi 7 device, you'll probably be bumped back to Wi-Fi 6, which is also supports, and it's definitely very nice. There's a lot of different bands supported in here, as well as a lot of different antennas because of the amount of range that this device can get us. The model number is the BE9700. There's another one, just be aware that this is the one we're covering here. And again, it says here, exploring the new era of home Wi-Fi, because this is intended to be for the home. It could also work very nicely for a small business, depending on your functional needs. What we're seeing here essentially is up to 9.7 gigabits Wi-Fi 7 speed, enhanced by Wi-Fi 6, a 320 megahertz ultra-wide channel. And of course, this is a compatibility where you're combining multiple channels. So the benefit of Wi-Fi 7, it allows us to connect to multiple bands at the same time. Wi-Fi 7 multi-link operations. This is the MLO functionality that they have with devices that support it. I am going to be testing it obviously with Wi-Fi 7 devices. And the nice thing is, if let's say you have a flagship within the last 2 years, you're pretty much set, since Wi-Fi 7 has been coming around for some time there. We have an up to 10 gigabit Ethernet connectivity port on here that is going to be the full speed that you're able to get. And then of course that connects to the 2.5 gigahertz ports on the back. Maximum coverage up to 6x external antennas. As you can see here, it provides you the best antennas, and of course also allows you to mount it on the wall. Lag-free streaming and gaming with QoS, quality of service functionalities built in directly into the app that's compatible with both iOS and Android. Includes obviously the performance of Wi-Fi 6 here, easy mesh connectivity if you have devices that are compatible, and it works of course with the Amazon Alexa as well as Google Assistant. I don't know why they don't have the logo here, but it does also support the Google Assistant, as well as Home Shield of course. So they basically give you a quick understanding of what Wi-Fi 2.4 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz, and 6 gigahertz can give you. It's just the range and performance that you're able to get. Great range, built-in VPN functionality as well if you'd like to be able to have your VPN running on your actual router, saving you the need for having it to run on every single device, meaning any device connected to it will get the VPN benefit. Great compatibility, of course, Wi-Fi 7, Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 4, and 5, and 2.4, I think is what they meant to say with the 4 on this side. Last but not least, it says, of course, easy network management. There is a configuration that you're able to access either through your web-based interface, but I feel like the app is the best way because most of us will probably be connecting and configuring it this way. Now, on the back of the actual unit itself, you'll notice that there's the 10 gigabit port on the back. There's a USB 3.0 connection here for external drives, and we have the 4 2.5 gigahertz ports, but the first one is also a 2.5 WAN LAN port, so it's a compatible one if you want to be able to connect to, and split between the 4 at 2.5 gigabits at a time. A power connection as well as an on and off switch built in here, and of course, as I mentioned, the antennas that we have, 6 in all. The one thing that I really like about this unit itself, especially when you're managing your device, if you have the application installed and logged into, anytime a new device joins it, you'll notice right away that there is new device information in here that is added, and you're able to actually see exactly the name of the device as it shows on the phone or the device itself. Now, I connected 2 devices onto this network just recently, just so I can get this notification. The application is called Tether, or the TP Tether. You can download directly from the Play Store. Again, there's a few options in here you can customize. This is the channel's email, my device here. You have Tether Lab, you have Smart Life Assistant support, and of course the app settings to be able to customize it. One thing to mention here, this is where you can check if there's any updates or so on, of course, as well as rate the application. But once you're in there, you basically can jump directly into your unit. It'll connect over the Wi-Fi as long as you're on the same Wi-Fi, and it'll find it. As you can see here, it says download speed, upload speed, rate. This is just testing. And of course, it just runs a quick test just to get the performance experience. I promise you, this is not the fastest. This gets a lot faster. It actually gets the full potential of my network here at home. And as you can see here, we have 5 devices connected, traffic information currently going on, and of course you can go in and run a couple of reports showcasing some of the performance and experiences that you're getting in here. A lot of good information for a very nice app. You can also customize the security functionality jumping into it. You can scan, this is built in. And they also have some additional services that you're able to upgrade to, like Security Plus, that allows you to get a 30-day free trial. And it gives you a little bit more functional option control as well. Under the family option, you also have the ability of customizing different parental control apps or parental control profiles based on the devices that your kids are using. Now for me, I created two separate profiles here. One of them is offline, one of them is online. And this is basically where I can go in there, customize the experience, the app limitations, the functionalities, the work. And the main thing I'll probably say, there is some basic information here that you're able to customize, but there are some that you do need to subscribe to a service. So it seems like the architecture of this system is it gives you good enough information to be able to get it running, and if you want more, you can definitely get that with a subscription through their services, and they do provide you with a trial to be able to check that out. I created two separate networks, 6 gigahertz and a standard network, and that because this is the way I want it. Now MLO network is turned off. When you turn it on, this is where it becomes super functional. It allows you to actually use the system, and it creates a new SSID for it, so you can go ahead and save that. We'll go ahead and click OK. Once this is saved, we'll have a third network that's available for us. And that third network is going to give us the ability of actually merging all of the connectivity options. And once you have the network activated, you're pretty much ready to go. You just need a device that is compatible. And again, what the benefit here is that you're connecting at 2.4 gigahertz, at 5 gigahertz, and at 6 gigahertz at the same time. You set that up, and now I have actually three networks. The standard 2.4 and 5 gigahertz is going to be really good for IoT. 6 gigahertz up to 7 gigahertz, basically on the system that's supported, like my device here. And on my S25 Ultra on the left side here, I went ahead and connected it to the MLO network, the brand new one, that leverages all three networks. So from the speed test that I want to show you guys real quick here is leveraging the Wi-Fi 7 network and the MLO network on the left. Since we now set it up in the system, we have those three different networks we can connect. Here on the right side, I have this device connected to just Wi-Fi 7. So this is the Wi-Fi 6, the 6 gigahertz option that we had in there. On the left, we have the MLO, and that's going to be leveraging, again, all three of the networks. The S25 Ultra does support this technology, and that's why we're connecting with it. And it should be able to give us better connection and better, I would say, reach, especially in further distances. As you know, 2.4 gigahertz has the longest reach. It's not the fastest, but you can get, obviously, better performance as you get closer. Then you get the 6 gigahertz, of course, even jumping into the higher levels. On the right and on the left, you'll notice the speeds are about the same. The upload speed, just so you know, for me, it's capped by Spectrum. So this is pretty much the most I can get. 321 on Wi-Fi 7 and 335. I'm assuming they were both leveraging the fastest connection, since even though there was about 2 to 3 walls between me and the router, opposite side of the house, and of course where the router is here and now on the other side, it still ran pretty well. Now, if I go and it got a little bit closer when there was just basically about one wall between me and the router, and that's basically the office to the kitchen, you'll notice that the speed bumps up even higher, goes to 387. What I will say on my side though is obviously if I run my speed test here in the office, just for reference, even on Wi-Fi, I was able to clock in 850 down, and again, as you see, about 40 up. And that's, again, most of the time how my internet is running here. That's the configuration that we have here as far as Wi-Fi settings. Reports here, you can go in there and customize them. As I mentioned to you guys, you can also do a block list, the QoS, the quality of service here. You can activate it, add different options in there, especially for gaming. If you notice that you have some latency issues, especially with QoS, you can definitely focus to give the priority over to the system that's going to be your gaming system. Again, we talked about the VPN. You can customize that, internet connection, guest network configuration as well, if you don't want to share your main password in there. And of course, IoT network, easy mesh. If you have a system that's compatible with it, this will also be compatible with that system. Eco mode, network optimization, network diagnostics, and of course, we can jump in there, just do a diagnostic. It'll just run a quick diagnostic of the current network and how it's running. The overall performance in here, as you can see here, it has a lot of powerful features and a lot of customizations. One of the other things that I really appreciate here is that you can also do a lot of this on the web browser by just dialing into the default DNS connections, which means all of the configurations are pretty straightforward. On your PC, all you have to do is bring up a command prompt and type in the command ipconfig. It'll tell you basically the DNS and the information of the network that you're connected to. Obviously, make sure if you're hardwired into the router, then it's pretty straightforward. You don't have to worry about it. If you're connected over Wi-Fi, make sure you're connected to the right network, obviously the one that is on this router if you have multiple routers like I have at home. But the overall performance is pretty straightforward. All the customizations that I showed you guys within the mobile app work exactly on the website, and it's even a little bit bigger and easier to read. The experience is, I feel like, overall very customizable. For the price point, you're getting a lot of good options into this router, especially the BE9700, because you're getting that 10 gigabit Ethernet port on the back, not the 2.5. You want to be aware that there's a couple models that TP-Link puts out there that has different configurations. This one features Wi-Fi 7, we have MLO in there, we have QoS, we have customizations, DNS configurations, multiple network, guest networks, IoT network, a whole bunch of different things that you probably didn't even know you needed on a router, even setting up your own VPN directly on the router so that every connection connected to it is protected. That's the benefit. And then of course, there are also these enhanced services that they do offer in there. They do give you a 30-day trial that you can try out and see the different benefits. I feel like that the parental controls are, I would say, more on the basic side, mostly because it's just leveraging the fact that you can activate them. So they're not that they're limited. Well, they're limited in the functionality, but they're not limited in the sense that you can't access them. But with that being said, I think this is an absolute must-have for anybody looking to upgrade their network. If you've had issues with gaming, if you've had issues with connectivity on your smartphones, your new smartphones, and they're like, you hear all about Wi-Fi 7, what is Wi-Fi 7? Can it help me? Absolutely. Range and performance are not being impacted here. Either between the Wi-Fi 7 connectivity, the Wi-Fi 6, if you do end up not having Wi-Fi 7 and Wi-Fi 6 is more of the compatibility that you have, you're going to be fine. Most PCs will have those connections. And again, for MLO, you do specifically have to have a device that supports it. That's primarily one thing I just want to make sure you guys are aware of. But I do want to say thank you very much to TP-Link for allowing me to check out the BE9700. It's an absolute beast, a lot of great connections, a great internet option here. And for the most part, this is pretty much my main network at home, which leverages the best connection that I have at home. Again, wired, wireless, upload, download speeds, it's going to work perfectly fine for you guys. So with that being said, thank you very much for the support. Like and subscribe as usual, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.